Okay, it is August 2nd, and I want to make a video about shipping containers because I sent a giant shipping container of stuff from Canada to Costa Rica, and I've got some stories to tell. So it made it there. I checked out two companies. All the advice on that I read said that you have to find a Costa Rican shipping company of some kind to pull it into their country. Don't find a Canadian thing to push it into Costa Rica. You got to find someone there to pull it into the country. Okay, that's the best advice. Second advice is that shop around for prices. I checked out two people. I checked out a guy named Jerry. He's got a website called getitherejerry.com or getittherejerry.com. Jerry with a G. Guy was English. He responded fairly fast. He gave me some nice prices, but I didn't end up going with him, mostly because I wanted somebody with no surprises. Jerry did a good job. He did a good job, and I feel bad that I didn't use him. He gave me prices that were kind of low. I think his prices were good because he calculated his prices based on what I was sending. But the other guy that I chose promised me no surprises, and I like that. So I went with shipcostarica.com. A guy named Barry and a guy named Arden, Arden. I don't know where they're located. I think Barry is Canadian of some kind. Arden, I think, is in Costa Rica, I guess. I don't know. But I chatted with them on WhatsApp, and I think I chatted with them for about 2 months or so before I ended up choosing them to ship my stuff. Now, I was shipping building supplies, like roofing tiles, like toilets and electrical supplies, and I also did some personal stuff like a couch and sofa and toilets and mattresses and some just junk, really, I guess. So I had a 20-foot shipping container, and it didn't matter how full it was or how heavy it was. I just wanted to ship as much stuff as I could. So and I knew that I wanted to ship building supplies. So I ended up spending roughly, like contents inside the container was roughly about $20,000 of stuff. But shipping the stuff cost me roughly, I think it was 17. Okay. First of all, I had to send $5,570 to a trucking company in Mississauga. And what they would do is they would grab the container from a port in Mississauga and bring it to the place that was making the roofing tiles that I wanted to send down. And so I had to send that to them first. And then I had to send money using Interac to Barry, using his, from my Canada Trust account, my TD Bank account, to his TD Bank account. And I had to do it in 3 different installments because there's an Interac limit. But anyway, so so the amount was $55.70 to the shipping company, and then 12,000 something to Barry. So it ended costing me 17,000 Canadian dollars to send a shipping container. But I'm sounding like I'm grumbling, but I'm not. But the thing is, I didn't get a receipt for my payment. I don't know how much profit he made. Probably a ton. But anyway, I didn't get any receipt for anything, so I wanted to use some taxes or something. I wanted to get a receipt. I never got one. And what else? So anyway, I got a report for. Okay, so the truck comes late. I had to wait in my U-Haul truck with my personal stuff for about 6 hours for the guy to arrive. He said he wanted to pick up a container that wasn't broken. So, and he said there was a big lineup to get containers, the one that was empty and the one that wasn't broken. So finally the guy arrives. We quickly load in my roofing tiles into the shipping container, and then my brother and I we unload stuff from my U-Haul truck into the shipping container, and the guy drives away, and I never see them again. But before he leaves, he gives me a little yellow receipt that has the tracking, like the number on the container. It's a MEDU in like 5 or 6 digits. So if you do a shipping container, write that number down, and you can track it on, there's a bunch of different sites like shiptracking.com or something like that. I'll put it in, yeah. And then, so yeah, I just waved goodbye to my shipping stuff, and the driver, he put a lock on the thing, a security lock of some kind that only the destination can unlock. I don't know how safe it is, but there you go. Now, so my container went on. It went by truck to a port in Mississauga, and then it went by train to Montreal, and then it went to. Okay, so all right. So on January 8th is when everything happened. All right. So January 8th in Toronto. January 10th shows up in Montreal. On January 22nd, it leaves Montreal. On February 6th, it arrives in the Bahamas, Freeport, Bahamas, and it waits there until February 9th. Okay, it leaves Freeport, Bahamas, February 9th, and arrives in Dominican Republic on February 12th. And it stays there for 2 weeks, practically. It stays in Dominican until February 28th. And then finally it arrives in Balboa, Panama, which is the southern side of Panama. Yeah, and then on March 6th. And then it stays there forever, practically. It finally leaves Balboa, Panama on March 20th, and then arrives in Caldera, Costa Rica, March 22nd. It gets unloaded March 23rd, and goes on a truck, and then it's mine pretty much. So it goes through customs for a while. I didn't end up getting it until March 31st, so about a week in customs, I guess. Now there's some terminology they use. They say there's a gate in full means that the container has arrived and it's full. It's entered a gate and I guess it's full. When you see gate out full, that means the thing has been emptied and it's on its way to me. It's on its, like, the shipping container has nothing more to do with it. So I got a receipt from MSC.com. MSC is a giant conglomerate of shipping. And I was able to, just make sure you write down the container number, and then once you know that, you can follow it. It was actually pretty good. I was able to know exactly where it was at all the time. And one thing that kind of bugged me is that, like, I don't mean to complain much, but Barry and Arden, I was kind of poking them. I was going, "Where's my stuff? Where is it? When's it going to arrive?" And they kept saying soon. They didn't. I knew exactly where it was, but I didn't tell them I knew. I wanted to see if they would tell me, but they never did. They kind of hid that from me, and they kept saying soon. They said, "Oh, it's going to be here soon," and I go, "Oh, yeah, where is it?" They wouldn't tell me where it was, so I don't like that. I don't like them hiding things from me. I don't like them hiding the prices from me, because I don't know how much tax was paid on the thing and that kind of stuff. So whatever. They did give me a bunch of advice, though. The Barry and Arden, we did chat a lot beforehand, before I shipped my stuff. They need to know a lot of stuff. Like, they need to know what my address is down there in Costa Rica, either a lot number or a parcel number or some kind of a solid address. So you have to give them that. Okay. They wanted to know some passport stuff, like when was the last time I was in Costa Rica. I don't think they asked for my passport number, but I gave it to them. They said $400 was needed for delivery, like door to door to my lot, so I paid that. No big deal. I gave them a spreadsheet of all of the contents that I was putting in the container. They want to know the number of things. Okay, so they want to know, like, how many individual things do they have to carry out of the container. So if you've got a box of 50 things in it, that counts as one, not 50. So I counted 61 different things in my container, like 5 different pallets of stuff, and like a mattress and a couch. That's 7. Okay. He gave me a lot of warnings, like, don't put food in it. Don't put anything like no refrigerants. Nothing with no refrigerators or anything with refrigerant in it. I probably could have shipped some appliances, but not a refrigerator. Because it takes extra. I don't know. It takes something extra. I don't know what. Food, don't send food. It'll get confiscated, and he says that it will cause customs to do a closer inspection. Okay. And he says he told me that if everything else was just household goods, then it's usually not a problem. I asked him about shipping a car and that kind of stuff too, and he says, yeah, do it from Tampa, Florida. He says it's very easy. But I shipped shipping stuff. Okay, that's it. In retrospect, yeah, I have no real complaints. I mean, the guy did his job. It's just that he was a little secretive. I didn't really like that. I would use him again, probably. But I would probably use getittherejerry.com instead next time, just to give that guy a chance. And he did offer to split my container with other people to get the cost down. So that was really nice. I think I might do that next time. But all right, that's it. Okay, I got a couple more pictures of the house I thought I'd add. Yeah, this is the wood roof getting installed. They do a layer of wood, and then they're going to put blue sealant on top of it, and then tar paper. So that was July 26th. And then today, August 2nd, I got the roof. They did the roofing tiles all weekend long. So look, those are the metal roofing tiles I sent from Canada. And yeah, looking pretty good. So kind of happy with that. Now, they did run out of wood for the roof, so they're going to have to get some more wood. And there's a minor patch to get fixed. But yeah, that's it. Looking good.